Welcome to Revelation Unraveled. I'm your host, William Tapley, also known as the third eagle of the apocalypse and the co-prophet of these end times. Over the weekend, there was a coup attempt against President Erdogan of Turkey. And as you know on this program, I have identified him as the best current candidate for the Antichrist. And all I could think of was the passage in Revelation where the people ask, who can defeat the beast? Who is like unto him? And as we know from the book of Revelation, no one ever kills the Antichrist. The Antichrist is cast alive into hell. Now in this program, I want to show you where I have discovered Erdogan as the Antichrist in this amazing murmuration of bird video. And I have talked about before that we not only do we see Putin in this video, a lot of people on YouTube have discovered that, but to the right of Putin is a clown face, and to the right of that, some of you, my subscribers, have said there is a demon, and I believe you are right. So in this program, I want to show you that the demon face and the clown face, who I believe represents Erdogan, are intimately connected. They work together in these end times. They are two-thirds of the unholy trinity. So let's take a closer look at how I connect the dots between the original bird murmuration video and how the clown and the demon and Putin's face miraculously appear when you connect the dots. Now if I alternate between the original bird murmuration video and my enhanced version where I connect the dots, I think it's fairly obvious that the clown face appears and also the demon face to the right of the clown. And these two images are connected, especially by that third eye in the center, which both the clown and the demon face share, sort of the eye of the Illuminati. So now let's take a closer look at how this clown face, which I believe indicates the president of Turkey, Recep Erdogan, and the demon face, let's see how they are connected. I think just about everyone can see the clown face next to this image of Vladimir Putin. And although this doesn't really look like President Erdogan of Turkey, it does share all of the characteristics of the president. For example, the cleft chin, the kind of droopy and prominent lower lip, the thin mustache, the prominent philtrum. The nose doesn't really look like Erdogan's because it looks like a pig snout, but on the other hand, it doesn't look Arabic or Semitic, and neither does Erdogan's nose. Now, I originally thought this line here indicated a pair of glasses, but now I realize it is the bags under Erdogan's eyes. The forehead, when Erdogan speaks, shows quite a few wrinkles, as does this clown face. And on top, I have before suggested that this is a crown on the Antichrist and the possibility of 10 horns. Now, the amazing feature, which quite a few of you, my subscribers, pointed out to me, is that there is a demon face right next to the clown face. And I believe this is a feminine expression of Satan, which is why I emphasize the bouffant type of hairstyle, but these could be horns. I will leave that description up to you. What do you think? Now, there is a kind of an ugly cauliflower ear here, but this weak chin also emphasizes the feminine characteristic. These two faces, the clown face and the demon face, are intimately connected, especially by this common eye which they share, the eye of the Illuminati. And even more disgusting is the mouth on this demon, because this is not just a mouth, this is an anus, and there is an intimate connection between the nose of the clown, the Antichrist, and this mouth/anus on this image of Satan. Now, this shared eye image between the clown and the demon are prefigured earlier. I have done a program on this evil Vatican logo for the Year of Mercy, where we see the face of Jesus sharing an eye with the transgendered female figure that he is carrying. And you can see this image in many Catholic churches throughout the United States, even today. Now, as far as there being a connection between the nose of the Antichrist and Satan's butt, that is not an original concept, actually. And we see in this woodcut from medieval days, 7 women, or witches, actually kissing the butt of Satan. And this is not a new idea, as I say, but what is new and original is that the mouth of Satan is in the shape of an anus. That is new. That's very clever on Almighty God's part, in my opinion. But why shouldn't the mouth of Satan look like an anus? Or as far as that goes, the Antichrist. I thought I would read this passage from Revelation, chapter number 12, verse number 4. And they adored the dragon, which gave power to the beast. The dragon is Satan. The beast is the Antichrist. And they adored the beast, saying, Who is like unto the beast, and who shall be able to fight with him? I don't believe even the army in Turkey is able to fight Erdogan. And Erdogan is very soon going to take over the leadership of the entire Middle East. And of course, as you know, he brings down 3 kings. And those 3 kings are the same as the 3 beasts in Daniel, the bear, the lion, and the leopard. They represent Britain, Russia, and America. And he succeeds in getting those 3 superpowers to destroy each other in World War III. And then he will be number 1 in the world. And let's look at verse number 5. And there was given to him a mouth speaking great things and blasphemies. The mouth of the Antichrist speaks blasphemies. And his mouth will very soon look just like Satan's mouth. And that is like an anus. And that is what comes out of a mouth of a demon. And that is pure filth. And he opened his mouth unto blasphemies against God, to blaspheme his name and his tabernacle, and them that dwell in heaven. So I think this amazing bird murmuration video is an extraordinary gift from Almighty God in these end times, identifying for us who the Antichrist is, what his fate will be, and how we are to defeat him. And I have mentioned that many times on this program. The people in Revelation ask, who can defeat him? You and I know the seed of the woman will defeat the seed of the serpent. And one last note. Some of you have suggested that this is not Vladimir Putin, but this is actually Pope Francis. And I agree. That could very well be. There is a similarity. Now, if that's true, that would mean that this murmuration of bird video shows all 3 evil entities of the end times. The Antichrist, that would be Recep Erdogan. The false prophet, that would be Pope Francis. And of course, Satan, the 3 enemies of mankind in these end times. Could that be? And if it's so, that means that Almighty God has truly given us a remarkable prophecy in this murmuration of bird video. And I want to close on one final note. This is a little different. Lately, I have been noticing a great deal of pornography on YouTube. It doesn't matter what you search. It used to be you could search under Bible prophecy and not see pornography. That's no longer possible. I did a little research, and even if you search under titles such as spaghetti or baseball, all you see is pornography, and it is inundating YouTube. And of course the reason is because Satan knows his time is short in these end times. But it indicates to me that I will soon be off of YouTube. I don't think my prophecy can coexist with pornography. Now, if that's true, I will probably have to be taking my message to you directly. And if any of you are interested in having me speak to your group or to your church, let me know. I'm not sure if I can carry this off or not. I'm 77 years old. That's why I do videos here on YouTube. But if you are interested, let me know, and maybe we can work something out. And as always, if you would like to know more information about my ministry here on YouTube, visit my thirdeaglemedia.com website.